So we're going to have a seat on our bolster and on the mat, and have about one fist distance between your low back and the bolster, okay? And then you have a couple options with your legs. The classic way to do this is to draw the soles of your feet together. Jason, that might be bothersome for you? Is that okay? Okay. Okay, so then you're going to press your hands down, lift your chest up, roll your shoulders back, and then gently bend your elbows, lowering down onto. Now, this is a deep back bend, so we're going to push our feet down, lift our hips up, and tuck the pelvis underneath. So we're lengthening out this lower back. We don't want to feel a deep back bend in the low back. We want it to be subtle. Okay, and then arms rest out, lower than your shoulders, inner elbows and palms face up. Closing your eyes from top to bottom. Good. So Jenny, your hips are on the floor. So do you can sit on your brick?
Doing this doesn't.
I know, but you want to be relaxing. So
I'm not relaxing.
right. That's better, right?
Yeah.
So nice deep full breaths in through your nose. Nice long slow breaths out through your nose. Good. Like I'm going to hold this one more time. You want your forehead to be higher than your chin. See how that's different? Yeah, and you can soften. Good. So nice deep full breaths in through your nose. Nice long slow breaths out through your nose. Now notice if you're pulling up on your thighs at all. So we really want to allow the legs to be relaxing down. Okay, so if you feel that the legs need a little support, all you have to do is just take your two hands, make a fist with each hand, and just put them right at the top of your thighs, but between the mat and your thigh. And that just gives a little bit of support to that hip joint on each side. Good. All right, let's take 8 more rounds of breath here. Breathing in through the nose. And breathing out through your nose. Good. 3 more breaths like this. Good. And then from here, with an inhale breath, draw those knees up towards the ceiling. Okay? And then from here, we're going to roll over onto our right side and sit ourselves up. Good. Now, you're going to sit on the short end of your bolster. I'm just going to turn the lights back on. Okay? So sitting at the short end of your bolster, you're going to have your ankles crossed. okay? Good. And then from here, stretch your arms down by your side and sit up nice and tall through your trunk. Very good. Shoulders are back. Deep breath in, arms go all the way up. And exhale, pull them down to your chest. Good. Deep, full breath in. Exhale. Pull them down. One more. Big, full breath in, arms up. Exhale. Pull them down. Good. And then interlace your fingers. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Trunk stays neutral. We're just going to press the hands forward. Okay? Now, pull the shoulders back into the shoulder joint. So instead of stretching them forward like this, I want you to pull them back. Good. Okay? Take a deep breath in here. Exhale it out. And then as you inhale, just go as far as you can. You don't have to go all the way up. And then exhale. Stretch your arms out to T, and we pause here. Okay? Now, engage your side lats, okay, on your back to help lift and spread your arms. Good. Chest is opening. Good. Now, do 3 little circles going back. 1, 2, 3. 3 little circles going forward. 1, 2, 3. Good. Deep breath in. Tilt to the left. Right arm goes up and over. Good. And then up we come. Other side. Tilting to the right. Nice long spine. Good. And then come all the way back up. Switch which leg is in front. Okay? Interlace your fingers. Now, do the way you would do it without thinking, and then shift down 1. So we have the fingers shift a little bit. And then once again, press the arms forward, shoulders back in the shoulder joint. Good. Shoulders down. That's it. Good. One more breath here. Deep, full breath in. Exhale. Take those arms up. Good. Deep, full breath in. And exhale. Arms at T. Pause here. Good. Engage your back. Open your chest. Very good. Okay, now from here, we're going to turn the arms up. Good. And lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flip them down. Now push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release. Side bend. Good. And then big breath in. Up we come. Exhale. Over to the, so Jason, I'm trying to make your upper body hurt so you don't, so you forget about your lower body.
Thanks.
Yeah. You can put your arms down. Go ahead. Okay. Now, bend at your elbows, fingertips on your shoulders. Good. Inhale, elbows forward, up, back, and down. Good. 1. That's it. And 2. And 3. Good. 2 more. And 4. And last one. And 5. Good. Now we're going to go forward. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then up and down. Good. 1. And 2. And 3. Last 2. 4. And 5. Good. And then from here, stretch your arms out. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, right arm to left leg, left arm to the bolster behind you. So nice, easy twist. Good. Turning at that waist. Rolling that back shoulder open. Good. One more breath here. Take a nice deep, full breath in. Exhale, back to center. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to T. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Twisting to the right. Good. Roll the back shoulder away from the center chest. release back to center. Good. Okay, so from here, let's stretch our legs out straight. So we're still sitting on the bolster, but the legs are straight. Okay, place your hands right above your knees. Okay, now point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Out, in, 3 more, out, in, good, last one, out, in. Now from here, push the toes away, circle, 1, and 2, and 3, good, and now go the other way, 1, and 2, and 3, very good. Okay, now from here, bend your right knee up towards the ceiling. Is that okay? Just okay. And then take your left arm and stretch it up. Okay, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hand onto the knee. And then the arm circles back to your bolster. Good. This is a deeper twist. Good. Try to relax your shoulders. And the straight leg, knee and toes still point directly towards the ceiling. That's it. Good. One more breath like this. And on empty, coming back to center. Good. Okay, stretch this leg out. Before we do the other side, both arms go up, big breath in. Exhale, just a gentle forward bend. We're not trying to do the deepest forward bend ever here. Okay, just enough so that you feel, see if you can feel your pelvis tilting just a little bit. Okay, one more breath like this. And then big breath in, arms up. Exhale, release. Left knee bends. Okay, right arm goes up. Lift, 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 lift. Catch the knee. Other arm circles back. Good. Abdominal twist. Good. Turning that back. Head can turn with the spine, but you don't have to overturn your neck. Good. 3 more breaths here. And exhale, come back to center. Last time, both legs are straight. Inhale, arms up, lift. Exhale, forward fold. That's it. Breathe in here. Good. 3 more breaths like this. Good. And then big breath in, arms come up. And we release. Very good. Okay, so coming off of our bolster now. Okay, so you can come so that you have your hands under your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Okay? So from here, spread your fingers, spread your thumbs, knees or hips width distance apart. Take a deep breath in. Belly drops, heart lifts, look forward. Exhale, chin to chest, belly button to the spine. Good. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, arching up. Good. 3 more. Big breath in, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, arch the spine. 2 more. Deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out, pulling the navel to the spine. Good, last one. Deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out, arching up. Good, and then coming back to center here. Good. All right, so with the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, we're going to take a deep breath in, navel to the spine, right arm, left leg, stretch out. Okay, now we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, touch our elbow to our knee. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, elbow to knee. You can just hold the extension if this is difficult. exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch out, and down. Good. All right, so from here, you're going to take your knees wide, big toes touch, press your hips back onto your heels. Okay, take a deep breath in here. Exhale, slowly extend the arms, extend the trunk forward. Good. If this is too much for your upper back, you can always bend your elbows, putting your forearms on the ground. Excuse me, bless you. Let's take 3 big breaths here. Good, one more. Good, and when you're ready, bring yourself back up, all fours position, okay? Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, navel to the spine. Take a deep breath in. Good. Left arm, right leg. So we're opposite arm and leg, okay? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch out, really lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, and down. Good. Okay, knees wide, big toes touch, sit the hips back, extend the arms forward. But this time, we're going to bend our right elbow, placing the right forearm on the floor, and walk our left hand over in front of that right hand, or over towards that right hand. So you should feel an increased stretch through your left ribs. Can everybody feel that? Okay. Good. Breathe in here. 3 more breaths like this. Deep breathing. Good, and now take your left hand, bring it back to the left side of your mat, bend the elbow. Now the right arm stretches over to the left and out. So we get nice length through the right ribs. Nice deep breathing. Good, one more. Good, and then extend both arms straight out once again. Okay, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring your knees hips width apart, hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, curl your toes under, lift the knees up, press through the hands to extend the legs back. Good. Coming into your first downward facing dog pose. Good. Finding length and space here. Jackie, can you bring your feet to the back of your mat? Yeah, so we're getting more length. There we go. Is that okay for you? Okay. Good. Yeah, that's good. All right. There, no, spread, but see how you're kind of pressing up? I'm on the, yeah, feel the, yeah, that's it. But don't let this tighten when you do that. This is, triceps are still going this way. Good. Alright, are you okay if I'm touching you? Okay. Relaxing, let these shoulders relax. There we go, good. Good, everything feel okay so far? Okay, good, perfect. Alright, one more breath like this. And then as you exhale, go ahead and drop the knees down onto your mat. Good. And then standing up on your knees. Okay. So hands on your hips. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right leg comes forward, lunge into that front knee, okay? And then come back, take it out, lunge, good. And then over, lunge, good, back to the front, forward, good, middle, and side. Good, 3 more. Forward, and middle, and side. Does this feel okay for everybody? Okay, forward, middle, side. Good, last one. Forward, and middle, and side. Good, and then bring it in. Okay, let's do the other side. So left leg forward, lunge, and over to the side, and at 90 degrees. Good, 4 more. Forward, and midway. This feels really good for the hips, doesn't it? Especially at the end of the day, I think this feels really nice. Good, forward, middle, and 90 degrees. Good, last 2. Forward, middle, and side. Last one. Forward, and middle, and side. Good, and then come back so you're standing on your knees. Okay, so now you guys stay like you are, and hands on hips, and we're going to take our right leg out, straight out to the side. Okay, so you can have the heel up, yeah, or if you want, you could stretch the leg down, but be careful, that can cause a Charlie horse. Okay, so right hand on right leg in the front, left arm goes up. Yep, so we're lengthening this outside side. Take a deep breath in, exhale, sink this hip down, over we go. Good, breathing here. Good, feeling the stretch in the inner groin, inner thigh area, as well as your side waist. That's it, you want the hip and this side to stay straight. There you go, you're good, you're good. Yeah, good. One more breath like this. Good, and then inhale, come all the way up, bringing this leg back in. Good, questions about that? No? Okay, other side. Left leg comes out. We want the standing side to stay straight. Okay, left hand in front of left leg, right arm goes up. Deep, full breath in. Let this hip sit down as we lengthen over. Good. So you are bending the spine over that left leg. That's it. Breathing here. Good. 3 more breaths like this. Nice, easy breathing. Does anyone else feel this right in this area? Good. All right, and then inhale, we come all the way up and release. Okay, so last thing here on the floor, we're going to come towards just the kind of mid-back of your mat, okay? And we're gonna come into a low lunge position. So the right leg comes forward, okay? And then I want you to swing your arms up and then down, and then up, and then down, up, and then down. And now this time when we go up, we hold, okay? So arms are up, and I want you to sit into your front leg, okay? Breathe in here. One more breath like this. Now, hands come down. We're going to bring our right forearm onto our right leg. Left arm goes up and we lean to the right. Okay, we get a deep stretch through the left hip flexor. Good. One more breath like this. Now swing this left arm down, bring it across the body, prayer twist. That's it. Good. Nice, easy, that's it. Turning your trunk towards that front leg. One more breath here. And then hands onto the hips. Press through this front foot, bringing the leg back. Everybody okay? Okay, other side. Engage your core. Left leg comes forward. Low lunge. Okay? Arms go up. And then we swing them down and back up. One. Swing them down, back up. Two. Swing them down, back up. Three. And then when we go up for four, we hold. Okay? Sinking into this front thigh. Good. Front foot is under the knee. One more breath here. And then let the arms come down. And that left forearm onto your left thigh. Right arm comes up. And we lean to the left. You should feel this in the front of your right hip. Good. Breathe in here. 3 more breaths like this. Good. And then swing this right arm down. Bring it across the body. Prayer twist, opposite side. Keeping that lunge in the front leg. 3 more breaths here. Good. And then press into that front foot. Back we come. Good. And then from here, hinge at your hip creases, extend your arms forward. Okay? Shift your shoulders over your wrist. Curl your toes under. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pressing up and back. Downward facing dog pose. Good. The thigh bones are pressing towards the back of the room. Good. Heels are nice and open. Arms are straight. Spine is long. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Nice, deep, full inhalation breaths. Nice, long, slow exhalation breaths. 1 more. Good. And then when you're ready, bend your knees. Walk your feet up to your hands. Good. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling. Forward bend. Big breath in. Press into those heels. Come all the way up. Stretch up. And hands to your heart. Good. Everybody feel okay? Okay. So from here, we're going to have our feet parallel and hips width distance apart. Okay? Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, diving forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, stretch back down. Big breath in. Arms come all the way up. And hands to your heart. Good. 2 more. Big full breath in, arms up. And forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, stretch down. Inhale, big breath in, arms up. And to your heart. Very good. 1 more. Big full breath in. And long, slow exhale out. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, stretch down. Good. Inhale, press into those heels, arms up. And hands to your heart. Good. Okay. So from here, you're going to grab your belt, okay? So does everybody have a belt? Jenny, you have one, right? Right there? Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're going to take a wide grip on your belt. You can fold it in half like I am, or you could just have it be open. Either way is fine. And take your feet slightly wider than hips width distance apart, okay? So that you feel very strong in your lower body, okay? Now engage your core, arms down by your legs. Take a deep breath in, exhale, we go up and back. Good. And back to the legs. Good. Inhale, up and back. Now you don't have to go all the way back if that hurts your shoulders. And then exhale, back. Does this feel okay for everybody's shoulders? Good. Inhale, up and over. Good. Exhale. Back. Good. Two more. Inhale, up and back. Exhale to your legs. Very good. Last one. Inhale, up and over. Good. Exhale. Back to the legs. Okay, now contract your thighs. Inhale, arms up. Now I want you to drop your right arm down next to kind of like the right hip. And we're going to lean to the right to really stretch that left side waist. Good. This should feel pretty good. Good. One more breath here. Good. And then inhale up. Exhale over. Good. Lengthening the right side waist. Good. One more breath like this. And then inhale. We come up. And exhale. Release. And you can move the belt off to the side. Okay, so one more shoulder exercise. We're going to inhale. Take both arms up. Triceps turn in. Now I'm going to turn around. You guys stay where you are. Okay? So your arms are here. Now I want you to take your right hand, bend the elbow, and pat right at the base of your neck. Okay? And then take this hand, bring it to the front of your elbow, helping the tricep to turn in, but also draw back. Okay, it doesn't have to be too far back. Now, try to relax your inner shoulders. Doing all that, but, so we're stretching really our tricep. Can you guys feel stretching your tricep? Okay, one more breath like this. And then release the left arm, release the right arm, and then 3 big shoulder circles, keeping the trunk where it is. Last one. Okay, and then we go right back up. Now we bend the left elbow, pat at the base of the neck. Right arm comes forward, we grab the front of the elbow. Good, arm is up. Good. You okay, Mike? Okay. All right, 3 more breaths here. Nice deep, full breaths in. Notice if you tense up in your shoulders. I know it's very easy to do in this position, but try to keep the shoulders relaxed. One more breath here. And then release the right arm, release the left arm. Good. 3 big shoulder circles. 1 and 2. Good. And 3. Okay, perfect. All right. So now everybody's going to go to a wall. Any wall is fine. You can go to any wall. Okay. Bring my guys with me here. Okay. So what you're going to do is stand with the feet underneath you, okay? So you have your hips on the wall, but I don't want you to be leaning back like this, okay? You want the feet to be under you. You feel like you're standing up straight. And check into your feet. They should be parallel and hips width distance apart, okay? Now, engage both of your thighs. Shift all of your weight into your left leg. Okay, right leg lifts up. Turn from that all the way at the right hip. Turn the entire leg out to the side. Bend the knee, grab wherever you can on that lower leg and bring it to rest on your standing leg. This could also just be on your ankle, Jason. Just put it right on top of your ankle. Okay, is that okay? Okay. Turn the bent leg out towards the wall. Good. And then big breath in, arms stretch up. We just did all that upper body stretching. Now you can put if your thumb tips hit the wall, you can put the thumb tips on the wall and lift the rest of the body off of the wall. So you're working on balancing. And then if you want to take the hands fully off of the wall, you can. Good. 3 breaths here, extending the side waist. 1 more breath like this. Exhale, hands come down, and we release. Good. And then we'll do the other side. So shake your legs out. Hips are on the wall. Shift all of your weight now into your right leg. Okay, left leg lifts up. We rotate the entire leg to the side. Bend, grab the lower leg. Place the sole of the foot wherever you can get it on your standing leg. Okay? Both sides of the hips still want to be on the wall as best as you can. Inhale, arms go up. Good. Lengthening. Find that length through our side waist. Inner shoulders are down. Very good. You can balance here. Good. Stay with your breath. Good. 1 more breath like this. And exhaling. Down we come. Very good. Everybody okay? Okay. So let's come back to our mat. Good. And now when you're on your way back to your mat, grab a brick. Okay, you're going to need 1 brick. Okay, so we're going to stand facing the gray wall. Okay, you're going to take your right toes out, your left toes in, brick behind the calf of your right leg. Okay, so you have heel to arch alignment between the front foot and the back arch. Okay, so check that out with your positioning. Good. And then inhale, stretch your arms up, open your chest, lift, and turn this front thigh. This is the same action we've been doing all class. Okay, turn that, and then lean over that right leg. Hand comes onto your brick. Top arm stretches up. That's it. Stay with your breath. Nice, deep, full breaths in. Good. Nice, long, slow exhales out. How's everything going?
Good.
So far, so good?
Good.
Okay.
I can tell I'm doing something.
Yeah, that's not bad. Now see, I've been noticing, you have very flexible joints. So, one thing we might want to do is bend this front knee. You don't have to do this every time. Now, go ahead and come back.
Oh, yeah.
Do you see the difference? Yeah.
That feels good.
Yeah, it relieves the pressure on the joint. Good. Okay, 1 more breath here. Take a nice deep, full breath in. Nice, long, slow exhale out. And then as you inhale, push into your feet and up we come. Whoop, whoop. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's take our brick and switch our feet. Okay, so now our left toes are out, right toes are in. And Jason, you can set that brick, yeah, if you want, if that feels good. Okay, inhale, both arms go up. Take a nice deep, full breath in. Lift and turn that left thigh. Then we lean over the left leg, hand to the brick. Top arm stretches straight up. Good, so our shoulders are stacking, one on top of the other. You can look straight ahead, or you can look up towards the ceiling. It's up to you, whatever works for your neck. Three more breaths here. Nice deep, full breaths in. Nice long, slow exhales out. Deep, full breath in. Good. Long, slow exhale in. Long, slow exhale out, and then as you inhale, reach into that top arm, come all the way up to standing, and release. Good. And then bring your legs back in. Okay? All right, so now we're going to add a little bit of upper body work to this. Okay? So we're going to bring the brick back to the right side. Okay? Right toes out, left toes in, arms will come up. You'll take a deep breath in, lift and turn that front thigh. You'll come down. Same thing we just did. Okay? But now pay attention to this top arm. It usually is like this. I'm going to turn it so the inner elbow and the palm face the direction of my head. Okay? I'm going to firm up this back leg, and without turning my chest, which this is very easy to do, I'm going to drop this arm over my head. Do you see how my chest is still open? Okay? Now I push into this back foot and I extend. Okay? And then when I come up, we'll stop here and then we'll come all the way up. Okay? All right, so brick to the right. Arms are up. Take a nice deep full breath in. Lift and turn that front thigh. Hand to the brick, over and down you go. Good. That's it. Now, take your top arm and turn the palm to face the front of the room. Good. Now, firm up your back foot, and with an exhale breath, drop that arm over your head without dropping your chest. Good. This is a shoulder movement. So it's an internal rotation of the upper arm bone in the shoulder socket. Good. And then stretch out through these fingers. There, you're straight. Make your triangle. There you go. Good. Is your shoulder hurting you?
Just trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Okay, so stretch this straight. And now turn this whole arm. Let it come in like that. Now, turn these ribs. Yes. Do you see what I'm talking about? Okay. All right, good. So is your shoulder bugging you?
It's tight, but it's, it doesn't hurt.
Okay. All right, with your next inhalation breath, come up, just lift the top arm up. So now we're back in regular triangles pose. Okay, take a deep breath in here. Long, slow exhale out. And then grab your brick, lift up, and come all the way up to standing. Good. Everybody okay? All right, so switch your feet. Left toes out, right toes in, brick behind the calf of your left leg. Okay. Inhaling, arms are up. Exhale. We go over and down. Good. Top arm stretches up. You're trying to separate your hands by opening up your chest. Good. One more breath here. And now turn this top arm so the palm faces the back of the room. And then drop that arm over your head so the palm faces the floor. But your trunk remains open as you press your feet in opposite directions. That's it. Very good. This way. This is straight. That's it, straight. There we go. Good. Relax your head. There we go. Good. All right. One more breath here. Very nice. Take a deep breath in. First, just lift the arm straight up over the shoulder. Pause here. And then when you're ready, with your next breath in, you're going to come all the way up to standing and release the arms down. Good. And then toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. The feet together. Okay? Now, take just a couple of hip circles just to get some movement into those hip circles. That feel okay?
I've got way more.
Than when you started?
Oh, yeah,
Love that.
for sure.
Yep.
I wasn't able to do like,
Yeah. I mean, mean, that's really good news because you know it's just soft tissue. It just needs to be addressed. Yeah, I will tell you this, when you said weeding, that in all my years, I've been teaching yoga for, I don't know, 25, 30 years, right? The number one back thing that causes back injuries that people come to yoga, gardening. I'm not even kidding. It's who would think that?
But please, I just copied all kinds of lists
Yeah.
today, like little gigantic and dragging them in the front.
Time and time and time again, people come in and I'm like, what happened? They're like, I was working in my yard this weekend. So it's amazing. It is like the number one thing you should wipe off your list. If you need to farm some work out, gardening is it. Because I've just seen it so many times. Okay. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna use this brick. Okay. So just watch, this is the last thing we're gonna do, and then we'll come into a cool down. Okay? So the right toes are gonna be out, the left toes, this is the same setup we've been doing. Okay? So the arms will come up, lift, turn the front thigh, we go down. Okay? We get set here, take a deep breath in, long, slow exhale out. And then with an inhale breath, we're going to press into the feet, put the hand that was up top now on our back leg. Front arm turns, palm and inner elbow are up, and we lean, we go up and slightly back. Right, some people try to get really this way, and that just jams up their back. So really think more up and maybe 5 or 10 degrees back. Okay, just a little. Okay, and then we're going to tilt, strong legs this whole time, back down, we'll take a couple breaths here, and then up we come, and we'll do the other side, okay? So right toes out, left toes in. Okay, inhale, arms are up. Contract your quads. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, over and down we go. Good. Look straight ahead, or you can look up. Good. One more breath here. And then push into your feet, lift into that top arm, come up to standing, back hand on back leg. Front arm lifts and stretches up. That's it. Good. Feel the stretch at the front of your ribs. One more breath here. Exhale, strong legs supporting the trunk as we go back into triangles pose. Very good. One more breath here. And with a big breath in, up we come and release. Good. Everybody okay? All right, grab your brick. Let's switch your feet. Okay, when you're ready, inhale, arms come up. Good, exhale, lift and turn that front thigh, over and down we go. Good, stack the shoulders, strong legs, push the feet in opposite directions. Good, one more breath here. And then push into your feet, up you come, back hand on back leg, front arm lifts up. Good, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good, one more breath here. And exhale, back over and down into triangles pose. Open up your chest. That's it. One more breath here. And push into those feet. Up we come. And release. Very good. Turn these left toes in. And then toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Feet in. Very nice. Okay. So we're going to move this brick off to the side. Okay. Stand in the middle of your mat. Inhale. Sweep those arms up. Exhale. Forward bend. Good. And then we're going to come back up. Inhale. Up. Good. Exhale. Down. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Good. Now, bend your knees. Walk your hands to the front edge of downward facing dog pose. Good. Press the floor away with the hands. Good. Lengthening yourself up and back, up and back, up and back. Mike, you're turning your hands in. That's it. Breathing here. All right, let's take 3 more breaths like this. Nice deep, full breaths in. Long, slow exhales out. Deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. Last one. Deep, full breath in. Long, slow exhale out. Knees come to the floor. And we sit back on our heels. Excellent. Okay. So from here, we're going to grab that bolster again. Okay, so everybody has their bolster. And you're going to sit up on the short end of your bolster. Okay, and then from here, go ahead and bend your knees. Now, we're going to drop this left knee down and bring the heel to the root of your right thigh, well, or underneath it, okay? And now this right leg can either come right in front of the shin, or if you're able to come to the outside of the knee, okay? Either way is fine, okay? Mike, try to have this thigh going straight forward from your hip. Okay, so you're sitting up nice and tall, okay? Now, the left arm is going to stretch up. Now really reach, lift the trunk up, and then bring it across the body. You could also catch the knee like this. And then the right arm circles back, and we twist. So this is a deep, full body twist. If you turn the head towards the back shoulder, we're twisting from tip to tail. 5 breaths here. Good. And on empty. We're coming back to center. Does that feel okay for everybody? All right, so then let's stretch the legs out once again. Okay, bend those knees, drop the right knee down. Bring the heel to the root of the left thigh. This right thigh bone is straight. Left leg comes in front of the shin or to the outside of the knee. Either way is fine. This time the right arm stretches up, reach, grow tall. Oh, yep, that's right. And then to the outside or catch the knee. Left arm circles back. Nice deep twist. Good. Soften the hips. Good. Soften the belly. 3 more breaths here. On empty, coming back to center. Very good. Okay, so from here we're going to come off of our bolster, and we are going to use it we're about to finish up, but I want you to take, Jenny, you can just do this flat because this is going to be a little back bend, okay? So you're going to have the bolster kind of towards the middle of your mat, and you're going to scoot your hips up and almost to the foot side of the bolster, okay? You don't want them in the middle. Okay, they're going to be closer to your feet, okay? And then you're going to bend your elbows, slowly coming down onto your back, okay? Now, you can stay here with the knees bent. This is perfectly fine. Or if you want to stretch out the front of your hips, you can extend the legs out straight. Okay, or you can investigate. Try bending one knee and keeping one leg straight. You know, but keep both legs bent. It can create a pinching sensation in your low back, so don't feel like stretching the legs out is better than keeping them straight. It's not better, it's just different. So don't do it if it doesn't feel good. But either way, let's take 5 nice deep full belly breaths here. Good, breathing in and out through your nose. Good, and then from here, bend your knees, and then we're going to walk our shoulder walk back. So you're lifting your head and kind of wiggling to the left and to the right. So shoulder walk back, okay? And you're going to bend your knees, push your bolster down just a little bit, okay? And you're going to put your feet up at the left and right corner of your bolster. Okay, so your feet are up on the bolster. Arms come out to T position. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, drop your knees to one side, turn your head opposite. Inhale, everything comes back up to center. Exhale, other side. So head and knees work opposite. Inhale up. Exhale, over. Good, inhale up. Exhale, over. Good, inhale up. Exhale, over. Inhale up. Exhale, over. Good, one more. Inhale up. Exhale, over. Good, inhale up. Exhale, over. Good, and then coming back to center. Okay, we're going to hug our right knee up and in over our belly and extend that left leg out on over the bolster. Okay, so that's out straight, just relaxing on the floor. Good, so Jason, you can put that other foot on the floor, your left foot on the floor. There you go. Good, relax your shoulders. One more breath here, and then switch your legs. Good. Good, so now the left knee is coming in up and over the chest while the right leg drapes out over your bolster. Good, one more breath here. Good, and then we are ready for Shavasana. Of course, if there are any additional movements or stretches that you prefer or that are your favorites, you can go ahead and do those now. Otherwise, we are ready to relax. So you just are resting there on your back. Good. Nice deep, full breaths in. Nice, long, slow exhales out. Good, and for our friends at home, this is where we'll leave it. You can just rest in your Shavasana for 5 to 10 minutes, concentrating on your breath.